Welcome back to Learning How. Today we are learning about Grant Wood. Grant Wood was born in rural Iowa, February 13th, 1891. His mother moved the family to Cedar Rapids shortly after his father died in 1901. Wood began an apprentice in a local metal shop, and then after graduating from high school, he enrolled into the Handicraft Guild, which is an art school that was run entirely by women. In 1913, he enrolled at the School of the Art Institute of Chicago, and he performed some work as a silversmith. Close to the end of World War I, Wood joined the U.S. military. He worked as an art designer, designing camouflage scenes and other types of art as well. In 1919 to 1925, Wood taught art at junior high school, so to middle school students in Cedar Rapids. And so he liked that this career provided him financial stability, but it also was a seasonal type of career, which allowed him summer trips to Europe and to study art in Europe. And so this was kind of like a fun period for him. And he also took a leave of absence from teaching from 1923 to 1924 so that he could spend the entire year in Europe studying art. Wood is best known for his work in his 1930 painting called American Gothic. It's one of the most famous paintings in American art. It is compared to Leonardo da Vinci's Mona Lisa. This painting was first exhibited in 1930 at the Art Institute of Chicago, where it is currently still located. He won the $300 prize, and he made the news worldwide. Thank you, Little Helper. My Little Helper's been pushing the button so that we can record. Good job, Little Helper. Okay, Wood's inspiration for American Gothic came from Eldon, from southern Iowa. So it's a town in southern Iowa where he saw this cottage. You can see the cottage in the picture. And it's designed in the Gothic revival style. So the cottage has a little window in the top, and I can show you the picture right here. Bloop, then. It's this little window right here. It has a high peak. So this is kind of like the Gothic style for this little cottage. And so he wanted to paint people that he thought that would live there. And this is what makes me laugh. So he decided to paint a farmer standing beside his spinster daughter. So a spinster is kind of a not nice way of saying a daughter that's a little bit older and that she's not married. There's nothing wrong for being an unmarried older lady, okay? But back in the day, I guess that was kind of not typical. And so the people who modeled for Wood was his sister. Her name was Nan. And also it was his dentist. So his sister stood next to his dentist to be able to be the people who are featured in this portrait. It was supposed to be a daughter and the farmer, the dad. And so the sister was really insistent to make sure that it wasn't a farmer and his wife. It was a farmer's daughter. And there's the boys. That's why they're not in there, because they're playing outside. The couple in the picture, the farmer, the father, and the daughter, are the traditional roles for men and women at that time. And the man's pitchfork was to symbolize hard labor. Now you're also going to take a look at some other Wood's pictures, because he does a really good job at depicting this next element of design that we're going to study, which is space. So space is the area that is used within a picture. So he does a really good job of showing you the foreground, the midground, and the background. And so see, these are some like the pictures. So like in the foreground, you see like these women holding their teacup. The midground, you see this woman behind her, she's in the middle. And the background you see is this picture. And you can see in this picture as well, you have this man in the foreground, which means the one closest to you. The midground, you see little George Washington chopping down a cherry tree. And in the background, you can see the landscaping, the house and the landscaping, as well as this one. You see the plow in the foreground. you see some fields in the midground and some more fields in the background. So he does a really great job of showing us how to use space and using the foreground, which is the front, the midground, which is the middle, and the background, which is in the back. And so today we are going to make our own little creations of foreground, middle ground, and background. So you're gonna receive a piece of poster, a small poster paper that's gonna cut like to a really big card, like a pop-up card. And so right here is gonna be your foreground. You're gonna do some tape or glue to right here, something that's gonna pop up to be your midground, and then you can design your background. So we're gonna let Ridgely try it because Ridgely is here to be my helper, aren't you, Ridge? Yeah. Okay, so Ridgely made her nice little card right here. Do you know who you're gonna give this to? Maybe your dad?
Yeah.
Okay. So in her foreground, she has flowers and grass, and then her midground that pops up, I'm not sure if you can see it, but it pops up. She has her castle and the princess that she made. And then
Sky.
she has her sky with some clouds in the background. And so good job. So your foreground, your midground, and then your background. And then this is a nice card that she wants to go to give her daddy. And then I can close one up. Bloop. And when he opens it, it's a nice surprise. And so you're gonna be able to make your own card. You can choose a scene from a storybook. You can make up your own scene. She chose like a fairy tale scene. You can make a Christmas card. You can make a happy birthday card. You can make whatever you would like. But we're gonna
You can make a Christmas card for Santa.
Oh, okay. And you can choose to do we're gonna do the foreground, the midground, and the background. So make sure you bring your scissors and glue and some crayons, and we'll be able to make a really fantastic piece of art. See you later. Bye.
Big crayon.